This is stop number 3, the Breakwater. And on my way there, I came by the Coast Guard area, so I thought that was cool. And then these masks. Yeah, I like this.
Okay, I'm just walking out to my last stop here, and I came across this post here with all these like little carvings and masks on it. It's pretty cool. Interesting.
And finally, we get to the Breakwater at Ogden Point. And yeah, that's it right there.
So I'm just at the Breakwater, and I think it's kind of windy up there, so I thought I'd do this before I got up where it's too windy. And yeah, this has been recommended to me by a couple people, probably 3 or 4 actually. And so this is right as you enter into Victoria, like in the Bay Area. So the entrance from, I guess, what, the ocean to into the bay. So I don't know any of the lingo, so I'm just kind of throwing it all together here. But this is the Breakwater, so I'm going to get some pictures and video of this and share with you. Okay, so I'm actually on the other side of the Breakwater now, and it says danger along here, so I'm going to go out as far as I can see, and where I won't have to swim. But yeah, it's kind of cool. So I'm going to just show you this, and then I'm going to go actually back up and go down the Breakwater on the top of it.
All right, so this part was that was kind of neat because it's not like the Breakwater path is up top, so just to the right here, and so there's like these big giant kind of bricks, kind of layered out towards the water, and kind of like steps, and yeah, so you can get down pretty close to the water, and people were fishing along here. And later on, there was some kids like right there doing some snorkeling. And yeah, there's on that little beach area that we just passed by, there's some people sitting out there for a while. So yeah, it's kind of right down by the water, and it's splashing up. So it's kind of fun to go down there and just kind of see everything. And yeah, then just kind of looking across, like that's into Washington State, and Port Angels, I think, is right there, or right near there anyway. I just had to get a picture of one of the seagulls flying here. Well, they weren't really flying; they're just floating. It was so windy, and they're just kind of gliding and going with the wind. So this one was kind of fun because it was kind of all over the place, and yeah, there's a few kind of just floating in the wind and flying around. So.
All right, so you can see the water, how churned up it is. This is on one side of the Breakwater, and then we go on the inner side of the Breakwater. So much calmer. It's kind of cool. It's pretty obvious why they have the Breakwater, but yeah, it's kind of neat when you get out and get to see it. I keep looking across because I think that's actually Washington State. Like the clouds, because they're kind of drifting just below the top of the mountains. And I keep looking over here because it's all misty. It looks like it's either rainy or foggy. Yeah, I like that.
So this part I was kind of trying to get a picture of like how it was splashing up, like it was splashing up onto the sidewalk area, and there was actually people further down towards the lighthouse, and yeah, they looked like they were, trying to get some pictures, and they were getting wet. But it's kind of neat. So yeah, you can kind of go down there on the steps. So this is the lighthouse, and there's some chairs sitting around it. It wasn't the nicest day, but it was actually kind of neat to just sit there and kind of just stare out into all the mist and what have you that was coming in. So I sat there for a few minutes and just enjoyed the view, and watched the clouds kind of hovering over the mountains in the background, and just kind of enjoyed the moment. I highly recommend going and checking this out. Dress warm if you're going on a kind of rainy day, especially in the winter. And yeah, I'm assuming it's fairly windy out there all the time, but you expect some wind, I'd imagine. And yeah, if it's kind of raining, it gets a little bit cool, but it wasn't that bad that day. Like, it was okay to kind of sit there, but it's just kind of a pretty awesome view, and you can kind of see across into the mountains there and the clouds. The video really doesn't do it justice. It's a very pretty view, and it's kind of you know nice place to go hang out and sit for a few minutes. Well, that's kind of it for today, and going out to the point here, or to the lighthouse on the Breakwater. I am going to go and check out Beacon Hill next, so I hope you join me.